Okay, so this happened to me last night, and I genuinely cannot stop thinking about it. I am sitting in my car right now, like not even home yet, just parked outside my apartment, replaying every second of dinner. So my friends and I went out to eat. Outdoor patio, warm night, kind of nice place. Pretty crowded, too. A lot of families out. There was this girl 2 tables over from us, high schooler, maybe 17, 18. She was there with her family. They were celebrating her graduation. She was wearing this really pretty backless dress, sleeveless, the kind of dress you save for a big night. And she had a little acne on her back. That's it. Like normal teenage skin stuff. Nobody would have noticed, until somebody decided to make sure everybody noticed. Behind me, there was another family eating. Mom, dad, and a son in his early 20s. The son had an intellectual disability. It was apparent from the second they walked in. I'm not making a value judgment, I'm just telling you what was true. So we are like 20 minutes into our meal, and out of nowhere he points right at her, loud, like restaurant silencing loud. He goes, "You have pimples all over your back. That's gross. People don't want to see that while they're eating. Go home." And I just froze. I had a fork full of pasta halfway to my mouth. The whole patio went quiet for a second. I looked over at the girl. Her face just crumpled. She didn't say anything. Her family didn't say anything. She just got up and walked to the bathroom. When she came back, she had a sweatshirt on, a heavy one, in 80-degree heat, on a patio. It covered her arms, her back, her shoulders, her own graduation dinner, and she's wearing a hoodie now. I watched her sit down and try to smile at her mom, and I felt this hot ball of anger in my chest. But I told myself, don't make it worse, just eat your food. Her family didn't react. Maybe they're handling it their way. Maybe the parents of the guy will say something. They did not. Maybe 10 minutes later, he starts up again. Same volume. It ruined my appetite, seeing that. She should have better hygiene. It's inconsiderate to be in public like that. And then his mom turns to the girl, and she goes, "Believe it or not, it means he likes you." I'm sorry, what? That was the moment something snapped in me. It means he likes you. About a teenage girl. A teenage girl who is now hiding her own body at her own party. I looked at my friend across the table. She gave me this little head shake like, "Don't." And I almost listened. I really almost did. Then he said it again. Same thing about her back. And I was up out of my chair before I decided to be. I walked over to their table. My legs felt weird, like they weren't mine. I kept my voice low. I didn't yell. I want you to know that. I said, "This is making me really uncomfortable. You need to do something. It's disruptive at this point." The dad apologized. The mom apologized. They didn't do anything. They just kept apologizing. I stood there for a second, waiting. Nothing. Nobody moved. Nobody talked to the son, so I walked back to my table. My friends would not look at me. None of them. Not one. I sat down and my hands were shaking. A few minutes later, the staff moved their family to a section on the other side of the patio, and as they got up, I heard the dad telling the manager that his son wasn't being malicious, that they shouldn't have to move. Okay, sure. The girl's family thanked us as they were leaving. The mom looked me right in the eye and just nodded. The girl didn't look up. She still had the sweatshirt on. And then it was just us at our table, and the silence was different now. My friend goes, "You shouldn't have done that." Just like that. No build-up. The other one goes, "You embarrassed us." The third one goes, "You probably made it worse for her." And I was sitting there going, did I? Did I make it worse? Was the girl better off if I had let it keep going? Their argument was, he has a disability. You don't know what's going on with him. You don't get to police that. And I get it. I genuinely do. I've spent a lot of my life around kids with disabilities. That's actually why this one hit me weird. Because here's the thing. A disability doesn't excuse the parents. They knew he was going to do this. They've raised him. They sat there and let him scream at a teenage girl about her body, and then they said, "It means he likes you." Like that's a fix. That part, that's the part that's eating me. Because if you teach a grown person that his cruelty is affection, that doesn't end well. For anybody, including him. So I'm sitting in my car, and I'm trying to figure out which version of me is right, the one who stood up, or the one my friends saw tonight. I keep going back to that sweatshirt, her sitting there sweating in a hoodie at her own graduation dinner, trying to make herself smaller so nobody else gets uncomfortable. And I think, if nobody at that restaurant had said anything, she would have left thinking she was the problem. I just couldn't sit there and let her think that. Maybe my friends are right that I made the scene worse. Maybe she would have rather everyone just shut up. I don't get to know. But I know what my silence would have meant. I'm gonna get out of my car now. I'm gonna text my friends and tell them I love them, but I disagree. And then I'm gonna sit with this for a while, because I don't think I was wrong. I think it just costs something to not be wrong.